Hi. Today I want to talk about setting boundaries. How do you set boundaries in situations that might be tricky? And the examples that I'm going to be showing you are more for the ladies than for the gentlemen. So my previous video, I talked about setting boundaries in situations where somebody was talking and going on and on and on and talking a lot, and you needed a break and you needed to end that conversation. You did like the person that you were with and you wanted to end the conversation in a good way, so we talked about setting boundaries in good ways. Today I'm going to talk more about setting boundaries for ladies. For example, if there is a man that is coming up to you and he just keeps hugging you a lot and frequently hugging you and he gets a bit handsy and it makes you uncomfortable, and there was this person that I was in a situation where I would see him a lot, and he would just hug me like bye 3 times, and he would hug me like hi like 2 or 3 times, and each time he would get a little bit handsy, his hands would move just a little bit and it would make me uncomfortable, and he would hug a little bit too long, and I was like, you know what, I'm not interested, please. So it's tricky because I know this person and I don't want to break the relationship. So how do you set boundaries without hurting the other person? That is the thing about setting boundaries. You can be it can feel very distance creating as well to the other person. Now, here is the thing that a lot of people don't fully understand. It's that setting boundaries with the other person, although in the moment it might hurt them and it might make them feel like pushed back or pushed away, at the end of the day it makes people feel a little bit safer. Sorry, it's just stuff on the phone. So at the end of the day, it may actually it does make people feel safer, and people get to know immediately, okay, this is who the person is. Some people that you can call every day or text every day, and some people that they're comfortable with talking maybe once a month, or some people you're like, okay, you can send them a text, and when they're free, and it might be a few months down the line, they will call you, and that's okay. You still love the person dearly. You just get to know that this is what their boundaries are. And so this is what you want people to know about yourself as well. And this is for all the people pleasers out there like me. You want to set those boundaries very clearly and let people know this is what is comfortable to you. So in this situation of the handsy hugger, what do you do? So it can be, sometimes you just have to be, or sometimes it helps to be very, very direct. And it might be like, okay, so what I used to do earlier was I would just feel uncomfortable and feel bad about it and not do anything, or just avoid the person or keep away and just not do anything real, right? And that was not good, because I was making myself feel miserable in that way, and I was not feeling like I was honoring myself. I was abandoning myself to help that person feel better, which is never a good idea. So then what I started to do is I started to just say, you know what, and I'm going to change the name. You know what, Jamie, I'm not in a mood for a hug right now. And just say it in a very nice way. And I think I'm not quite getting the energy right. Okay, listen, let me try again. And so you just laugh it off and you say it nicely. Oh, I'm not in a mood for a hug today, or something like that. And you just take a step back and you smile, and the most important thing is to immediately change the conversation topic. So have one ready, this person hates Trump. I don't personally care or know anything about politics, but this person hates Trump, I know that. So I would be like, okay, so what did Trump do? What is the latest stupid thing that Trump did, and just get him going. And he immediately picks up on that. Like, he immediately wants to talk about that because it's very fresh in his mind all the time. So it just changes the topic completely, and it's good. And it just, it makes it smooth. So in the situation, let's say you are in an Uber and the driver is talking a lot, and if you're like, the driver may be flirting with you too much, or if you're a guy, the driver may just be talking a lot and you're not in the mood for conversation at that time. And in that case also, you can just simply be direct and say, I'm not really feeling like conversation right now, and just that's it, let it be. And hopefully the guy will understand and will let you alone. And if he doesn't, then you can just be more firm, like, I would like to have my peace. It is okay to be firm. It is okay to set boundaries in a firm way, and break connection also sometimes if the person is overstepping on yours, because you don't want your connection to break with yourself. Your primary responsibility is to keep that connection with yourself, and the secondary responsibility is to build that connection with other people. So what is crucial, what is the most important thing for you, is to build that connection with yourself and honor yourself, honor your boundaries, honor your own needs before you honor other people's needs. Do not abandon yourself for other people. And we all do that, right? Like, to some extent, at some situation, I'm sure you can come up with a situation where, even if you don't consider yourself a people pleaser, you can probably come up with a situation where you have done that. And so this is a lifelong learning, and it is really good to practice with just these simple things, that I don't really feel like talking right now, and be firm, and don't give reasons. If you say, because I've had a long day, then they will say, oh, but I can make you feel better, or I can play music that'll make you, or they can come up with reasons, with excuses, or with counter reasons. So don't give reasons. That's the important piece in this, is when you're setting boundaries, if you give reasons, you're opening yourself up to a lot of unnecessary, unwanted conversation. And if you simply say, I am not interested, or I don't want this, and that's it, then you're not opening yourself up to unnecessary conversation, and it ends there. And it might be like a moment of silence and awkwardness, but that's okay. You will even if you're doing this with a good friend, it's okay if the friend is good enough. I mean, if the friend is close enough and understands boundaries, understands and respects boundaries, understands people, then they will understand that you have this need, and they will be okay with it. The only thing is, don't be mean about it. Just express your needs without putting the other person down. I hope this helps, and good luck setting boundaries. See you next time. Bye.